What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we got another Monday Ramble. It is September 15th, and oh man, we had a beautiful weekend here where we're at. Nice and warm. Sun was out. Um, Got to do quite a bit outside, hanging out, running around, and just having a blast. And I just wanted to talk a little bit today about you know, some of the hardships that you'll go through, and if you're planning on losing weight or have some kind of goal in mind. Sometimes um, you're doing all the things that you perceive as right, like you've done as a kid, and now as an adult, it seems like you can't go any further with your weight loss journey, right? You're active. You might even be working out and taking it seriously with pretty long gym sessions, or however long you walk on your treadmill at home, or whatever you do. If you do it at home, or if you go somewhere else and work there, it doesn't matter. But the important part is that you're doing something, right? And the first few weeks, maybe even a couple months, you've seen pretty steady progress in the way of weight loss and towards your goals that you're going towards, and then all of a sudden it stops and it doesn't go any further, and you're making sure you're drinking the proper amount of water. You make sure that uh, you're sleeping well at night, that you're working out. You might even consider working out even more, and you know um, and it doesn't seem like a lot is working and stuff like that, but it could be other things that are wrong with that's going on, why you can't continue to make progress, right? Sometimes when we get older, our body doesn't process foods the same way. They talk about high metabolisms and stuff like that, um, but the the other thing is that our bodies just don't burn the fuel like it used to, like when we were kids, right? So I guess you could say the metabolism thing. So there's some few things that I've always faced whenever I've lost weight, and these are going to be a few of them that helped me do it whenever mine became stagnant or stepped going down. The first one that I always do is make sure that I'm always drinking enough water, right? Sometimes when I'm thirsty and I don't realize how much water I haven't been drinking that day. I think that I'm hungry, and sometimes when I'm thirsty, I think I'm hungry because that's just how the body interprets it, and I eat more than I should be, or So sometimes my weight goes back up over a weekend of not being dedicated to the diet and things like that. So you can easily water and overeating. Sometimes overeating in a cheat day can turn into multiple days, a weekend, even a week sometimes, depending on how much you let go and allow it to happen, right? So that brings into number two, lack of discipline. It happens to all of us. We see, hey man, we might as well just have a piece of candy. Have that piece of candy, all of a sudden you're scarfing them down, and before you know it, a whole bag's gone, or a pint of ice cream's been eaten, or something like that. And you know so lack of discipline is number two. Number three is that you simply um, might simply have to start counting how many calories that you are taking in. Maybe you're eating, just your body knows to eat a certain amount, and you just do it naturally. So you got to figure out what number that is, and as you start eating other meals, that you plan on taking a little bit away at a time. Maybe the first week after you figure out um, how many calories you take away, like they say, like 5% or something, or start with the 100 calories, 200 calories or something, and see where that's going to take you. Stay consistent with that for a week. If you feel good, take away a little bit more and a little bit more, and you don't want to take away too much at once. Sometimes that can have a backward effect. So, you know, 3, we're going to count calories here. And then we got number 4, maybe sometimes it could be the workouts too, like me, especially when I was younger and I got back into it. Um, I started lifting weights. If you're lifting weights and you're going too heavy too often, your body is going to need more time to repair itself. And trust me, I would go ham on some weightlifting sessions. I would go heavy multiple times a week, and it's a heavy burden on the central nervous system, and sometimes you could even go backwards in your progress of strength and also in the progress of your diet, because your body's craving more calories to um, keep up with the demand that you're doing on your body, the taxation that you're putting on the body, and sometimes it just doesn't heal up, or you're just not getting enough calories to support those activities. So your body's telling you, hey man, you got to have it one way. You either slow down on this heavy stuff, this heavy lifting, or you consume more food. And in my way, I was always going towards the food. And sometimes that's where you get those people that are kind of like skinny fat, I guess. But you know, that's me. I've always been there. I always accumulated weight in certain areas and areas that I did not like. So, but regardless, you gotta figure that out as well. So, you know, you gotta keep that thing in check. So, but I think that's pretty much it, man. As soon as you get those things down, you start counting your calories, getting your hydration correct, um, keeping yourself honest. And if you are going to have cheat days, do your best to limit it, or maybe even just one meal. And it doesn't have to be a full day of cheat meals. It could be one meal of a cheat meal. So, but there's always the danger of not stopping to eat. Cheat meals, right? I remember the first time I had my cheat meal a long time ago. It was about 7 years ago. I was I got down to pretty much like 180 something pounds. I think it was like 89, 87 or something, 84. I don't remember exact amount of weight. I don't have any of the pictures from my old phone, but I got down into some low body weight, and you know my strength went down. It dropped down a significant amount because, like I said, I was lifting heavy a lot, and I was continuing not to eat enough to support the activities that I was doing. So, but yeah, I ended up eating Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving, and then it's like, oh, just this be your cheat meal, and you go back to it. I never stopped after that until recently, where I started back up with the diet. So now it's been a lot more oatmeal. Weekends I slip up, but you know still got some stuff to work out, some kinks. I've been I have to deal with things, and you just got to take them in strife. You got to sit there and make sure that you're being honest with yourself. That's the hard part. So, but anyways, good luck to you if you decide to continue on that journey, or you do go onto that journey, and you can do it. You just gotta make sure that you're doing those things that you set out to do, that you say you're going to do, and things like that. Also, I'm sorry, I'm throwing the last one. Keep your goals smaller. Don't be like 20 pounds, 40 pounds, because it makes it look like that much harder. Instead, you go like 5 pounds, 5 pounds. Oh man, I hit that 5 fast. Let's go another 5. Oh, holy cow. We'll do 5 more pounds. Oh, that was a little bit harder, more difficult. Okay, we're gonna go down to 2.5. We'll do 2.5 or 2 pounds, 3 pounds or something, and figure it out from there. Because sometimes it's more realistic when you have to lower the amount, because you gotta figure it out little by little. So, but anyways, I hope everybody has a great one. These are only my opinions and some of the things that I used to help myself in the past, and that I'm starting to use again as I go back into trying to be more fit, trying to freaking heal up from like jujitsu class and stuff like that. I'm an old man now, so those are things to factor too. You get older, it takes longer to heal, especially if you're going to be doing physical activities that involve clashing bodies with other people. So, but anyways, till next time, guys, have a good one. Peace.